Well, I think we get the sting first, and then we hear a nice version of ship off.
Oh,
so let's
sting,
go.
all right. Ship the hell off.
Ship off.
Ship off. Ship off. Find a little boat and ship the hell off.
Righto, Chieftain.
All right, Jim.
I'm not in it tonight, which is good.
I don't run too early with that. I do watch a lot of sport when I'm at home, and I have a love of a great diversity of sports.
You do.
And the other night I was watching the under-20 rugby World Championships.
Oh, gee.
Well, see, you've got to understand that I grew up in a private school in Queensland.
Right.
I played rugby.
It's a
right?
good
rugby
game,
union.
rugby, Chief. I'm
So
on board.
Australia are over there in Parma in Italy battling out their best, and they'd won their first couple of pool matches against Italy and Samoa. And they then came up against the might of South Africa, who are one of the top seeds.
Right.
And it was a tough game, Jim. It was a tough game, and South Africa are a touch too big,
Right.
a touch too strong, a touch too tough.
Yes.
And they won 46-13.
Yes.
Now, if Australia were able to score a couple of tries, they would have got a bonus point and got themselves into the final stage. Mm-hmm. That wasn't to be. So I need to ship off South Africa for being too good. Because I really felt for the Australian team. They got brutalised, Jim. They got treated like biatches. They did. They got spanked. They got smashed. They
Gone
got
to the rugby
unceremoniously dumped out of it.
I like it, Chief. I like it.
Ship off South Africa.
Rugby's not giving enough
Want
love.
to go up from here?
They were too big. They were too big, too strong.
He's easing into it. He's not shooting.
I don't know if you've read the latest edition of Boris Becker's autobiography.
No, I haven't.
And he goes into great depth talking about himself, as he does. And then he talks about the feud between Novak Djokovic, the number one player in the world, and the current number 2 in the world, Roger Federer, who apparently don't get on for reasons that have transpired in recent years. And he actually is quoted as saying, Fed cannot possibly be as nice as he seems.
Oh.
He goes on to say, Jim, the reason Roger is one of the highest paid athletes of all time is because he's liked by everyone.
Yes, he is.
But would he make less if we saw a bit more of his true feelings? And the way I rationalised all of that, I thought, well, maybe if Boris worried a little less about gobbing off in his book and paid more attention to coaching Novak Djokovic, Djokovic mightn't have got wiped off the court in the French Open final by Stanislas Wawrinka. So, Boris, ship off!
Very lateral.
I thought you might have been heading into the broom cupboard there.
That's what we were hoping.
No.
We were hoping you were going there, Chief.
I don't know if anyone's... I think you are, Warrior, aware of a man called Colin Cowherd.
Oh, I know him.
One of the top sports journos in the US.
Basketball.
Massive.
Yep.
Has something
very
like
opinionated.
Has something like 1 million followers on social media.
Very good on ESPN radio.
Well, he entered into the social media fray when the NBA finals began between the Cavaliers and the Golden State Warriors, and he said, Matt Dellavedova,
Yes.
this may seem a tad harsh, could be the worst player ever in a finals to get major minutes.
Colin.
Now, given what Dellavedova has since done over the first 4 games, I think Colin Cowherd can have a right royal. You are a massive flog and just ship the fruit off. Colin, yeah.
Ship the fruit off.
Well, I wanted to say something
I know
else.
what you wanted to say,
I'm
Chief.
not sure if
Yes.
Luke's on the dump button, so I said,
I use this.
ship off, Colin.
Yep.
This is an interesting one. And this pains me to do this one, to be brutally honest. I was reading during the week. A very good friend of ours here at Triple M Football,
Yes.
Campbell Brown, is doing a wonderful thing.
Yes.
He's swimming the English Channel.
He is.
So he has to go from 85 kegs to 100. He's currently put on about 9 kilos or so. He's got himself to 94.
Yep.
And he was quoted as saying, I'm not liking what I see in the mirror. Let's be honest, Jim. At no stage has Campbell ever liked what he saw. When you are a hairy midget Ewok, Jim, you have no right to ever like what you see in the mirror. Now, if that's not bad enough, if it's not bad enough to be a hairy midget Ewok, he then goes on to say, well, it's a 15-hour swim. As long as I put one arm in front of the other, I'll get there eventually. For stating the bleeding obvious... and for being the hairiest, shortest, midgetest Ewok ever,
Yep.
Campbell Brown gets the biggest ship off of the year. Brownie, ship, and keep shipping. Ship.
So, Chief,
Ship.
we got to the end without me being included, which I
Ship,
like.
Ship.
Because
Jim,
I get the feeling you wanted to put me in, but you just
I
couldn't
desperately
find
wanted
room.
to put you in, but
But Chief, you know I'm a legend.
It was a global sports rap early.
It was. You went
Under 20 rugby.
Under 20s rugby union.
Under 20 rugby was controversial
You're a
for a
tool
while.
bag, Jim. I want to get you in there.
Went for quite a while.
I could have put Wolf in for his jacket, but
Bring it out, please. I need to give that to the Duke to have another look at.
You want to give him a
I
live look?
thought he was fashion forward, Duke.
Have you ever done a colour palette, Duke?
Ever done a colour palette?
Yeah,
What
like
is-
assessment
Jim,
of
Jim
what
spoke
colours
about this.
Your
No one
wardrobe?
else has
are
ever
best
done it.
suited to you. Jim's done a colour
Is it
palette.
with the
Never heard
television
of-
work, your
Never
wardrobe?
heard of a colour
Well, you
palette.
Yeah,
should
no, we
do
haven't
it, you'd
either.
like.
But Jim's done one. And,
Really?
And green
Jim
and
said
yellow
it
don't
only-
suit Jim's complexion.
Yeah.
Apparently, Jim said it's only done by good-looking people.
Yeah.
who work in the
So maybe you don't do it either, Duke.
Hang on.
But I'm telling you now, once you do it, you'll be aware of what you should and should never wear.
And you suggesting
Well,
the lime
no.
green cardigan is
Well,
something
the wolf
that
has a darker
the wolf should
complexion,
be
so
rolling
maybe
with
you
or
can
not?
run with the green. I certainly can't.
No, I haven't done the colour palette, but if I
Clearly
did,
not.
I'm pretty sure they would say that green and lime green, or whatever colour it is, works.
Well, I did have one Nipsey Duke on social media.
Hang on a minute.
Well, don't spill anything on it.
This is one of those
Not
ones that
kidding.
you spend 6 or probably
Eight.
8
Yeah.
plus,
No,
and it's a one-wear job. You
Oh!
get it out and you go, oh, I reckon I'll shoot the lights out with this
Yeah.
one, and then you put it on and you go, oh no, hang on
Yeah.
a minute, mate, that.
When I pulled it out of the cupboard, I realised
You're
where
feeling
I
a
was
bit
going today. And I realised there's only one of 2 days where I throw myself at the feet of social media. I
At
knew what I
Triple
was
M
doing.
Footy, you'll see a shot of it if you're
I was
wondering
very
what Duke's
happy
looking
to
at.
wear it because,
It's a one-wear job.
as
It's
Deb Cannon
Well,
says,
she's the vice president.
very fashion forward, and the rest will catch up eventually.
I thought it was courageous.
And guys, I
it's
just
courageous.
want to say
Genuinely,
this.
I thought it was courageous.
There's no doubting the courage.
Thank you.
Hey, Duke.
I didn't want to say this in here, but you actually do pull that off.
It's-
he does.
Oh,
He
yeah.
does.
Hey, now-
He does.
I knew
Admit it.
I-
Hang on a minute.
Admit it.
Wokka,
Yeah,
admit, look at him. At what stage
he's got
do you
the
get
swagger.
your tongue out of Wolf's date?
Mate,
Seriously.
I knew
Can I
Will
club
Warrior
Warrior?
would come
Is
around.
there a point where
Are you collecting all the
Mate,
dags on the tip of your
mate.
tongue, Wokka? Seriously. It is wedged that far up his shooter, it's
Did
ridiculous.
he just say that's quite fetching on you, Wolf?
Yeah.
And
now
there-
that he
there
pulls
is a
it off.
level- There is a
He
level
carries
you
it
get
off.
to,
Warrior.
Damien, where you just have to.
No.
Me and
You have to have
that
some
guy,
self-awareness.
who's
You're a
that-
flop.
Wokka.
Don't turn
Wokka.
around, Jim.
Oh,
I
Walshy.
said it.
Me and Walshy.
At the airport.
Me
Come
and
on,
Walshy, fashion forward.
Yeah,
It's the sort of thing Walshy'd wear, actually.
Look what
ABC
Walshy's
this
rolling
year
with
wearing
over
a
there.
Hawaiian shirt.
Imagine that shirt under that
I
jacket.
might go and see Walshy and get a photo.
Oh,
with him.
Duke, it's sort of your Starsky and Hutch
That's it.
70s style.
That's it.
That's the best way to describe the
Exactly.
styling.
Quite fetching, says the
Hey,
Warrior.
Warrior.
I never said
I-
fetching. I said he pulls the look off.
If I'm rating him in the box, Warrior, you're second at the moment.
I'd think
Certainly pulling something off, Wokka.
Me or Gats?
you know what? I reckon he had his real swagger up until Damo jumped on board. Now he's now he's really second guessing it.
Have a look at him. No, Warriors, he's on. He catches up. He's slow, but he gets.